It's kind of odd starting this all over again, because it's not all that common where I will play a game multiple times these days, especially a game that I've mapped. But there's a difference between playing the playtest version of a game and playing the actual release version of a game. And that is what we are looking at here. This is the full version of the Mobius machine, key kindly provided by Keymailer, if I remember correctly, on behalf of Madrigalworks, the developers. Been looking forward to this, really enjoyed the playtest, but it had some issues. It had some quirks that I wasn't massively fond of, and I know at least one of them won't have been fixed because the developer told me that they weren't going to be able to do that before launch, and that is a little bit of protection for those of us who don't exactly have the most amazing aim in the world, because I don't. Excuse me. Why do I always start sneezing when I start gaming? But yes, there's no auto aim or aim assist of any sorts in this game. It is purely reliant on how well you can aim the stick. And for me, the answer to that is often, well, not super duper well. If I'm honest. It seems like they've kept the healing system as is. I mean, I'm not surprised because, again, the devs said that they'd spent a good chunk of time iterating back and forth on the healing system, and this is the one that they settled on after much thought. I just don't think it's great. The healing system, just to explain it, has a cast time like this. I can't show you because I haven't taken any damage. It's got a cast time and a heal over time components. So you have to spend, say you're at really low health, you have to spend a second or two casting your heal, and your green bar will fill up kind of as a shaded version. The problem is that's not actually then your health. You have to wait. In fact, can I... So it fills up, and you have to wait for it to fill up. And if you get hit while it is filling up, and I assume it's still the same. I assume if I take damage still, that will... Let's see if I can test it. Yeah, so not only do you take damage, but you take damage from the potential heal as well. And I think that's far too punishing of a mechanic, considering how much damage things in the game do. And jumped. There. No. Now, the Mobius machine is interesting in the sense that we've had a lot of games recently that are quite story heavy. This one is not. There's very little story at all in this. We've got this cutscene at the start, and we've got a little bit of a cutscene at the end. Not allowed to talk about the ending, but yeah. And there's a couple of teeny tiny... They're not really cutscenes. They're kind of like moments with introducing an enemy, a monster. in a couple of points during the game, but realistically, there's no cutscene. So the story is very much you get stuck on this planet, or this moon. It's covered in bugs. Deal with it. It's got just about as much story as Helldivers 2. But what it does have is this incredibly charming Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake style, almost claymation. 2.5D, 3D model. Whoop. So yes, this is our setup, and that's basically all the setup that we get. We're stuck on this place, stranded on this random world, as it says. We don't have a map of the area. We need to find out where we are and get a signal off the planets to get rescued. My instructor told me to sing a song. What? Goodbye, Robbie. Goodbye. Well, I guess I'm on my own now. Now, there's nothing left at the start, but we're going to do it anyway because that is the way games should be played. We've got some spikes. Now, because I've played the playtest of this game, I have a pretty good understanding and idea of what is available, where to go. No! I knew that was going to happen as well. The game is linear to some degree, but has quite a lot of openness in terms of where you can go to backtrack and get stuff. If you want all the cash you can get, there's a limited amount of it in-game, I believe. I don't have a map, do I? So... Well, I say I don't have a map. I, of course, actually do have a map because I mapped the playtest. Because I was enjoying the game so much. And, of course, it saves me some time. The question is going to be, well, how much of the map has changed in between the playtest? I cannot imagine it is going to be very much. Because, as I said, the devs were very much of the kind of, well, we don't want to introduce any bugs before launch. But there may have been some minor... could I get down to that? I can't remember. Yes, we can. Oh, balls. Wormies. Crab thing. Crab thing? Yeah, it is a crab, I suppose. Hup. Hup. Yoink. Yes, we want as much currency as we can get because all of the upgrades and so on and so forth rely on you having currency to be able to do stuff. I can't remember where I'm supposed to go, and I'm going to keep on hitting the map button. I assume we're going up. Can't reach up there. Aha! So this is very much a game about exploring an alien landscape, which has been beautifully realised in this kind of 2.5D style. Shooting aliens, fighting some bosses, of which there are a reasonable number. Not a huge number, but there are some. Collecting our metroidvania upgrades. And just generally having a jolly good exploratory time. The first thing we want to do is head over here and grab our map. This looks like some kind of control room. Maybe I can try to download something useful from the terminal. Use the adjacent terminal to download the map for this sector. Hold L1 to see the current sector map. Sector map downloaded. So here we go. This is our quick map, and you can see that it is a live map, so we are moving around in the background, but we can also press left on the touchpad or select, I suppose, if you're using an Xbox controller. You can zoom in and out. This map is made very interestingly. It's not made using the same kind of systems that a lot of games, a lot of Metroidvanias do. It uses an interesting depth map style structure, which I don't know how it works. Yes, as of right now, we can, if I remember correctly, we can mark custom markers on, which we can come back to. Save point through here. Okay, game pauses when it tabs out. Right, so what we want to do first of all is go and get the climbing axe, isn't it? I think it's the climbing axe that we end up getting first. So, my issues that I had with the game, there were a number of them from the playtest, a number of concerns that I had. None of them were unfixable, but several of them were to do with kind of balancing. You know, the balancing of damage numbers and so on and so forth. There was a bit of an issue, I thought, with the balancing of the game. I found that our damage output wasn't quite substantive enough for what we were doing. We can't get through there yet. We have to go. I don't think this was the right way. No, it's not. The one thing that I do like about this is that the stuff that disappears doesn't take very long at all to come back. It's pretty good at not wasting your time with just kind of waiting around for platforms to respawn, which is often an issue. Yes, I am a little bit disappointed that they haven't done anything with the healing system, because that was very much a point of contention for me. It just felt a little bit like that opens the door to let us get down. Then we go up and around. It's, as I said, it's a game that has got some very, very obvious and very, very, very standard, I suppose, metroidvania features. It's got loopy level design and so on and so forth. It's possible that they may have upped the speed that you regenerate health at. Right, where are we? Yeah, I'm glancing across to my map as I go. Because the purpose of this is not just to kind of provide an introduction to the game, but also for me to kind of check the accuracy. Because obviously there may have been things moved around between the playtest and the game release. Ow. Right, that lets the ladder down. Whee! Right. There's still a thing up there. Oh. Yes, if I remember correctly, it's much easier to put markers on the map with your mouse. Hi, friend. Ching, ching, ching. Now, I think we needed to go this way. And it has been a little while since I played the... Ah! So wibbly. Love a wibbly tentacle. We should soon... In fact, is it this? Ow. It's possible, actually, that they've upped the damage ever so slightly. One thing that I didn't do... No, that's still the same damage. Damage 1. But maybe they've changed the amount of health. Okay, we start off with the thruster, don't we? So we've got our slide move. I love this. It feels great to use. It's very much kind of almost... It's not actually an infinite slide, but you can make it last a good chunk of time. That opens the way up. But now means that we can slide across these things. Whee! Okay. So, we are... Yeah, we are where I thought we were. Oh, we can't get back that way, can we? I spent a good chunk of time putting the playtest map together. It wasn't the most challenging map that I've ever done, but it's not small. It's quite loopy. Oops. You've got to be pretty precise with your shots. Oops. I was hoping I could get around that. I was going to say, I thought something dropped down, Ellis. Aha. Right, can't get through there. It's possible that they've lowered enemy health in this starter area. Or maybe this starter section was just pretty easy. I can't remember. As I said, it's a 20-ish hour game if you're going for the 100%. Oh, there's one right there. That gets me every time. Right, we shall save. One. Are we where I think we are? Yes, we are. Now, I need to test something, which involves going back this way. Oh dear. Right, there is definitely a thing here. Is it the magnet power still? It is. I still think there's the possibility that that shows up in at 2 places. I'm not 100% on this, but my very first playthrough, it was in a different place. And I went back and I checked with a subsequent little bit of a playthrough, and it was there. But I missed that on the first one. So, I don't know. I figure I'll just mark it in both. Right, can we get... Yes, we can. There are a lot of shortcut doors. A huge number of shortcut doors in this game. Isn't the... Oh, is this the room with... No, interesting. There used to be a currency container there, I think. Again, this is exactly my point. This is why I'm playing through the game again, and I'm so glad that I get to play it a good chunk of time before the release date. And not just the release date of this, but also the release date of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because that is, by all accounts, according to the reviews that have started coming out today, it's a little bit of a long one. I was thinking it's probably going to be, you know, 50 hours or so. But no, people are saying 75. It's like, oh shit. That's good times. So that is our route through there unlocked. Another minor niggle, actually, about this game was that the... should be a boss here. Yeah. Which I'm just going to walk into. You have to jump over him, and he fountains. He goes back in the air. I think they might have upped the speed at which your bar regenerates when you are healing. It just feels... It feels like they've tweaked it slightly. I'm going to get overwhelmed here if I'm not careful. Yeah. So, this is the first boss, so it's not exactly Mr. Challenge. I should get an achievement for this as well. Oops. Damn it. There we go. Destroy the giant floater. Yay, a little celebratory animation. That's heal. And we should now get... Did we get the climbing axe yet? Yeah, it's down here. It's here, in fact. Climbing axe. You can now climb walls and access new areas. I like the climbing axe. It's got a cool little animation. A save point here. Straight off the boss. Appreciate that. Hurrah! Scatter. I'm actually going to have to zoom in on my own map because I can't read it from this distance. Yes, that is indeed scatter. And that enables us to get back over there. Can't do anything with that because we are stuck on the side. We can't get over there. So, we continue. Again, this is not... I say again, I don't think I've said this already. This is not a walkthrough. This is not me saying, this is how you do this. Oh, shoot. Yes. I do love his little climbing animation. Right. I don't think I actually wanted to come down here. Oh no, this just opens the way back up, doesn't it? It is super important. You'll realise this as you try and make your way around the game yourself. It's really, really, really important to get things opened up. If I remember correctly, there's a way back there from the other side. You can blow up the wall. Just opening up as many of the shortcuts as you can. Really, really important. That's a battery fragment up there, if I remember correctly. Right, start off. Generally speaking, the performance of the game is pretty good, but I am on a reasonably chunky PC. It is Unity, however, and Unity is a very weird one when it comes to performance, so your mileage, as I often say, your mileage will very much vary when it comes to how this game runs for you. Which way am I going? I'm going this way. So if I remember correctly... Yes, in fact, I am getting a little bit of stutter. Now this is not an area on the map, which confused me, but it's not. This is our way to the workshop, which is... It's not technically a fast travel hub, but it doesn't... ow. It doesn't occupy the exact same kind of amount of space. I hardly ever use this crouch thing, and that may have contributed to me finding the game challenging in places. Yes, the crafting hub is kind of a secondary fast travel system. It's not actually the fast travel system. You might find complete blueprints around the world, but more often than not, you'll have to assemble them from 3 of their fragments. No blueprints available. What is this? Second scatter module. Yes. Okay. So this is kind of it's not an extra dimensional space, it's just an additional layer of world. This section tells you a little bit about the different kind of varieties of blocks and kind of plant structures that you'll find. Not going to go through that, you can explore that for yourself. Can't get up there yet, but if we head over here, we can grab the weapon overdrive, which allows us to toggle using our blue bar, our energy bar, to deal additional damage. So if you're good, which I'm not, you will be able to keep that on for a fair chunk of time, and that will do stuff for you. And you can see that we've actually come out here. Now, this is the first time I've done this like this, because normally I've gone through into here from the start. Don't think this will break anything. Shouldn't do. The game is designed to be pretty darn kind of open in how you can get around it. For some, in fact, let's show you the overdrive thing. So it works per shot. Yeah, so we came down there originally. Don't I actually want to go down here next? I think I might do. Yeah, I do. Let's unlock a chunk of the map while we're here. Yeah, I really don't think that they are likely to have changed anything massively. Oops. Just jump straight into it. Now, if I remember correctly, the ceiling of this room was a little bit irritating to uncover with the fog of war. In fact, there were a fair number of places in the game that I showed the devs and said, look, there's no way of uncovering this. Ooh. You get plenty of these energy pickups. You've just got to be pretty careful in terms of... Huh. I don't know whether I knew that was there. Where are we? Oh, I did. I've got that. I've got that. As I said, I was fairly thorough when it came to trying to 100% this. And I did 100% this, and in fact I got the achievement for 100% in the game as soon as I booted it up. Because my previous save file still exists, but I don't want to faff around with that. Because who knows what and how things have changed since the playtest. And the fact that it still works is a reasonable sign, but... Yes, we could eventually get across the top of this screen. But yeah, the devs said that they were actively working on, you know, making sure that things were obtainable, that the map was fully uncoverable. I don't know whether they will have succeeded at that. I know, I mean, I'm one of these people that very much likes to make sure that they've got everything uncovered, because it's kind of my thing, isn't it? This is how we get up here if we don't have the wall climb, but we do, so we can, because you can get to this early. The hitboxes are fairly precise. So if you don't have a good aim, like me, how did I get to that? Oh, we come up through there and we break down the wall. We can also shoot that. Open this up, and that enables us to link back through to... Let's go into Sector 7, because we might be able to get... Definitely get that blown up. Actually, I don't think we're able to do anything here yet, are we? Right, there's another one of those. Yep, there. Ah, we need to open the first door, if I remember correctly, in order to get through there. But we should be able to get up here for some extra currency. Ow. No, never mind. I don't remember that. This is an extra section as well. This doesn't actually show up on the map. It's a kind of connector that takes us... Reach the Sky Tower. Yeah, so we need to get through the Sector 1 door. We haven't got to that yet. Nice and straightforward to get out. Enemies respawn when you change zones, by the way, so watch out for that. Especially if you go into one and then immediately come back out, the enemies will have respawned. Not from copious personal experience or anything, that one. Right, and that is our workbench station. Right, we need to go and get our second power. Can't remember how to get to it. There's a lot of ladder climbing in this game, by the way. If you're not a fan of ladders, then... Whoop. Right, where are we? This should be a life support fragment. Uh-huh. I've still got to double check everything in terms of placements. Yes. Right now, the health regen feels pretty okay. But I think the issue was when you get more health, it doesn't scale in terms of the regen speed. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Ow, I keep doing this. Yeah. I'm probably going to play an hour or two and see, you know, what kind of differences I can see. And if there are literally zero, then I'll probably say, yeah, this is pretty much the exact same experience as previous. And I'll be fine with that because, as I said, I damn it, so bad. So, what kind of person is this game going to appeal to? Well, first of all, it's going to appeal to people that like the kind of 2.5D shooty style of gameplay, because the shooting is, you know, tight. If you are good at twin stick aiming, you're very much going to have a kind of good time with this. It works very, very well. If you don't have good twin stick shooting, it also works pretty well with the mouse and keyboard. Just be aware that it's not actually the easiest of games in places. Part of that is due to the healing system, which I think is quite punishing in places. We can't get anywhere over here, if I remember correctly. But we can open up the shortcuts. As I said, the game has an absolute metric ton of shortcuts, possibly because its fast travel system is a little bit weak. Oh, yes, we couldn't get through there at all. Oh, there is. Are we going to see our first death? Probably. Mind you, I think isn't there a save point over here? There is a way of upgrading this slide so you can go much further. It's very good. I like it a lot. Right. This should take us over to Sector 2. Reach Sector 2 without dying once. Well done, me. I wasn't aware that that was an achievement, but it was. GG, Demajen. Ooh. I think they may have added extra background detail to this. Or maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. Oh yeah, we don't have the map. Yes, you have to go and find the map stations. If that is a thing that you dislike. Yes, I'm afraid that is it is a thing. These green tentacles come back, so be careful. Secret area discovered. I've marked as many of these on my map as I could find. Don't know if I found them all, but damn it. Damn it! But I certainly found quite a few. The hitboxes on the tentacles are quite large. Right, in order to find... Right, I think there's a save point over to the left to start off with. No, I'm wrong there. The save point is to the right. I really like all the kind of things in the background. If I remember correctly, there's no point to coming over here yet. There's a thingy up here? Yes. I'm going to keep on checking to make sure I've uncovered the map. It's like, you have not, because you cannot. Crab crawlers. And drop a ladder. I should probably zoom this out a little bit. Just so I can get a rough idea of what's going on. Now, there should be... Yes. If we head down here, in fact, it shows us those save points. Yeah, I think they may have tweaked enemy health slightly. Or maybe I've just got good. I may have got good, he says. Just running into the stuff. Oh, damn it. Those tentacles respawn quite quickly. Ah, this is one of the little mini cutscenes. Hello, man in a suit. Finally, there is human life in this terrible place. Hello? Who are you? I'm stranded. Oh, great. They run quite fast. Jump early. They turn into little things. Yeah, the biggest thing for me with the healing system is the way that you lose it if you get hit whilst it's regenerating. I think that is... It's quite harsh in terms of its game design. There's a couple of crates up there. Yeah, I know where I am. There's also a thing over there which we can't get to. Oops. Yes, these things can jump. Yeah, having healing and energy tied to the same system, obviously, healing and attack boosting tied to the same system, obviously is a very risk-reward style gameplay. I kind of wish it restored your energy when you saved, but I think that would make the game significantly... feel significantly different, I think. Nope, that. Now, we can't get over there, but we can still mark the map even though we haven't picked up the map. Where is the map in this area? I forget. Oh, it's all the way over to the right. So we've got a stretch to go to before we can grab the map. I love the fact that we can shoot from ladders. That is super useful. I also like the fact that you can lock the direction that you are firing in. There's no iframes on the dash, so you have to do it like this. At least there wasn't any iframes on the dash. Wasn't? Weren't. There weren't any iframes on the dash. Nope. Nope. Ah! Damn it. Damn it! Oh, shit. Oh, balls. Oh, crap. I saw the thing rolling towards me, but again, the healing is of no use whatsoever if you don't... I feel weird. Am I dead? What just happened? The healing is of no use if you don't essentially just let it happen. And that's why I feel it's still not a good system. One of the things that I do not do, and will probably end up meaning that I just don't get as many press keys and stuff like that for content creators and so on and so forth, is that I am very much of the opinion that getting a key to cover a game does not mean that I have to say nice things about your game. I'm sure a lot of people can take that criticism, but I have also spoken to some game developers over the last couple of years who very much struggle to deal with feedback. I'm not naming names, obviously, because I see how big the hitboxes are for those. Oh, you can get up here. Shit. I think... Oh, shoot. Right, we've got an issue here. Oh, bollocks. I've got a bigger hitbox. Oh, jeez. The hitboxes on those tentacles still suck. I don't understand. That was a piece of feedback that I gave that they've done nothing with. And, don't get me wrong. It's not like I expect the feedback that I give to be, you know, I'm not self-important enough to think, oh, you know, I'm Demajen, you should make sure that all of the fixes that I suggest get put in the game. But it's like, if I'm getting pissed off with something as somebody who's platinumed Elden Ring and Lies of P and Bloodborne, if I'm getting pissed off with some mechanics in your game, you're probably going to find that other people will moan about stuff as well. And the hitboxes on those vines are rubbish. remember how far we can get over here. It might just be a case of we can get there, but we can't do anything. I forget. Oh. Are we where I think I am? I don't know why I keep hitting the... Well, I know why I keep hitting the map button, because it's force of habit. Let's go and... Right, these things just dive bomb you. And you can pretty substantially and easily move around them. Oh good, another one of you. We'll come back for you. Ah, right, that opens that door. But this doesn't work because we need the generator. So, where are we? We're there. Oh! Oh, balls. We don't need to fight you, so I'm not going to. So we can now get... we can't get through there. We need to go up and over. So I need to suck less, fall less. Although, to be fair, while we're here, we might as well open this. Is there anything through here that I needed to worry about? No. I keep trying to reverse boost up ladders. It's like, that doesn't work yet. We can get an ability that lets us do that later on, but not just yet. It's also really cool. Right, we can now power this generator for 150? 150. And then we can get back up and over. The level design is pretty good. Whilst the... Whilst the combat is a little bit basic, and it never really gets super deep or super involved, it has to be said. Yes, obviously I know what they do. Right, we should... Yes, right. So if we go this way, we can blow up that to get ourselves through there. You're going to blow yourself up. And in fact, let's get your stuff and heal. We're getting closer to the map. Right, this is one of the ones that's going to fall to the floor and chase us. There's not a huge amount of variety when it comes to enemies in this game. It has to be said. There are a reasonable number of I don't want to call them palette swaps, but they're kind of recolors with new moves. You'll see similar kinds of enemies. So these enemies, for example, that are essentially walking turrets on ceilings. You will see other enemies that are also essentially walking turrets on ceilings. They'll look different in many cases, but... let's not go down into the wibbles. Well, there is no need. I'm going to keep on checking that map. Oh, you idiots. Let it never be said that I'm any good at video games. Says the guy that was just gloating about having platinum Bloodborne. I can't remember. Can you get over here? No, you can't. He'll fall and he cannot get back up. At least, he wasn't originally able to. Whether he can these days, don't know. Right, it's the second crab bits. We don't actually need to kill those. You are going to run at me. You are not. Well, no, you are. Pain. Oh, Christ. The water effects are really nice as well. Right, we want to go up here. Oh, shit. Oh, bollocks. Feck's sake. Underwater areas are some of the trickiest sections in the game. Yay, let's go all the way back through this again. Because we have to. Because there's no save points in between. All in that. Yeah, enemies are already quite spongy. There are upgrades for the weapons. Oh, god damn it. You know, you can get upgrades for your machine gun, your blaster. Feck's sake. Fortunately, that's opened this up. Yeah, the game is pretty challenging in many ways. If you don't have an aim, that's my caveat. You know, if you're not good at aiming on the stick, you will find that it's quite difficult. Nope. Stay topped off. If possible. It's not always possible. There is a gun that you can get that's got a longer range than this, but it's got a slower rate of fire. You won't get it for a while. It's quite good. Let's ignore that. Because we can. Right, we need to go up here. You can't climb ladders, fortunately. Map! Hurrah! And this opens the gate in Sector 7 for Area 2. And here we go. We've got a fairly wide overview of what Sector 2 looks like. Is there anything else up here? That yes, there's a save point. And also, the Mobius machine. Opens the ceiling. We'll need that much later. Yes, in fact, we'll need it to be able to get through there. Right, if I remember correctly, these things can't actually shoot behind them. So if you can take a little bit of damage just to get above them like this... you can do that. Is it the ideal way of doing it? No, it is not. But if you've got the health, you can get away with it. So this symbol here is for our actual fast travel. Oh, great. Oh, shoot. Run away! Oh. Oh. Ow. Yes, I'm trying to skip stuff. Bye. And skipping stuff actually doesn't work all that well in this because things are quite fast. We've got short range and the enemy hitboxes are... They feel a little on the large side. Let's put it that way. Not necessarily unfairly so. What's this? It's the machine from my dream. Let us interact with the Mobius machine, because that's the name of the game and all. What just happened? Where am I? We're now in the starter area, where we can pick up the sniper module. And that is the module. It's not just a fragment. You actually get the weapon. So you can come straight into here. I don't know whether I can build it with 200 at the workbench. Let's find out. I can. And I'm going to buy that crafter. Craft a weapon. So that has now been equipped to R1. No. Yes, R1. So longer range. Much longer range, as you can tell. But also very slow in terms of rate of fire. But now, we can't get that up there yet. But we can go back to the machine. The extra range is useful in several kind of exploration scenarios, but the slow rate of fire is problematic in a lot of ways. It's not super slow, but realistically, the only kind of benefit it does give is in its range. I can't actually remember. Does it have a... Yeah, so it's 50% extra damage over twice the range, but less than half the fire rates. So if we go back up here, I mean, it's definitely kind of safer if you've got the aim. But I don't, so... right. So I want to get that there. Which we can now get to via... Nope. There we go. Attraction fragment, so we can upgrade the magnet power, which is very useful indeed. So far, I think this is all pretty much identical. I don't think there's anything that I can see, just glancing across to my map. I don't think anything looks any different at all. This all seems to have been kind of spot on the mark, which is nice because it means that I don't have to do as much work to update things. But also it means that realistically, some of the feedback that I was really hoping would be taken into account hasn't been. I'm not surprised by this. They were very, very kind of forthright about, yeah, we need to focus just right now on getting the game ready for launch, and changing things is just going to introduce bugs. And we don't want bugs. I can't actually remember where I'm supposed to go from here. I feel sorry for that jumpy boy. I mean, technically speaking, I think the next power that we're supposed to get is the... I think that's the mortar module up there. I'm going to mark it on the map. Because we can't get to that right now. I guess we're supposed to go left here? But the actual boss of this area... How do we get to? I forget. It's down from here. It's all the way down here. Like there. Right, we can't go up to East Floating Forest yet. We can't go up from there. And we can't get down in the water. Unless, am I supposed to jump across? Just going back the way I came again. I suppose while we're here, we could... Oh, hello. I don't know if this is hitting him or not. It is, because he's dumping stuff. No ranged attack now, boy. There we go. Assault module fragments? Aha. Right. I'm just trying to think how to get down to where I want to go. Right, this isn't toxic water, so it can be gotten across. I do still feel that this may be a game best played with mouse and keyboard. No, we can't get across there. I don't think... I don't think. Yeah, let's just leave that at that. I don't think. Hold on, can we? Did this offer us a shortcut? No, it doesn't. Let's go this way. Every time. This is a long way down. Woo! Right, so that's made our way all the way down here. Now, just got that. Be careful here. Yeah, you can't slide under them. Which is kind of annoying, if I'm honest. Right, up there. In fact, up here. There's a save point. How are you guys finding this so far? Are you liking what you're seeing? Are you thinking that this is your cup of tea? Let me know down below. Because as I said, I think that this game does a lot of things right, but equally I think it's going to frustrate. Oh yes, we can't get through there because of the water. I mean, idiots. I've even got that on the map because it shows you the water on the map. I didn't have to do anything for that. It's there. It shows you. I just didn't look at it because I'm an idiot. Yeah, if you're wanting a substantial game, you are going to get one with this. It's not a short experience. Now, there's a mini boss through here. Probably best to kill them like this. Right. That will allow us to get through here and get the booster fragments. Yeah, we're definitely getting some hitching. That is a shame, but that's Unity for you. What was I doing there? Being bad. Being bad is what I was doing there. Okay, through here. We can't get up there yet. We can get to this and to these handy crabs. Ow. Shoot the spiky ones to put the spikes in. Can't get to that. Right, where are we? Where are we? Save points. Save points. Right, we're just about to face off against the first really, I would argue, challenging boss. I'm almost certainly not going to one-shot this one, like I did with the other one. Because I'm not joking when I talk about the challenge for this one. Did this give us a shortcut? No, don't need to worry about that for now. Oh, dear Lord. Did I need to unlock anything here? Not right now. This bridge! Oh no! It is broken. Right, here we go. I didn't have the I didn't have the long shot last time I tried this. Alright, throwing out more shit. Ow. Uh-huh. This is only phase 1, by the way. I seem to recall there's a phase 2. Yeah. Can't remember if they spit stuff. But they do. Make sure you deal with those. Don't get greedy. It's all about positioning and just not being too stupid. Oof. Uh-huh. No. Whoa. Shit. Gotcha. Ah. Bit of a longish fight. But, you know, ooh, jeez. Destroy the Quarter Queen. Okay, managed to one-shot it. Surprised by that, but to be fair, didn't one-shot it originally by quite the long shot, if I'm honest. Right, and this will drop us down to get the diving belts. You can now dive underwater and explore previously inaccessible areas. And we've got this super cool... Oh, I think they've fixed the animation as well. The animation when you were swimming underwater was a little bit off previously, but now seems to work wonderfully. So there we go. The first two bosses complete. We've acquired multiple upgrades, including a magnet power, and three arguably metroidvania abilities. The thruster to get around, the climbing axe to get at walls, and the weight belt to get down. And we've done that all in about an hour and a half, which isn't bad. But again, I know my way around, and I have my own map that I put together after many, many hours. Don't get me wrong, you know, it's a 20-hour-ish game to 100% things, but it took me a good chunk longer to put this map together, and I'm very intrigued as to whether there are going to be any significant changes between this full game and the map. Gotta go and get my stuff back as well. But that's going to be it for this episode. What do you think of the Mobius machine? Does it look like your cup of tea? I think you might find that for some people it's not going to have enough story. For some people it's not going to have quite enough variation in gameplay. But some people who just like to go around and shoot stuff, especially if you don't mind playing on the keyboard and mouse, which is much more precise with keyboard and mouse. But again, it depends whether you don't mind using keyboard and mouse for platformers. That's very much going to be personal preference. I think it's a really competently put together game with some slight balance issues. We will have to see whether those have been fixed later on, because for now, apart from the bosses, which are a little bit spongy, everything has been mostly okay. I think the availability of the kind of basic gun upgrades comes a little bit late. You know, you've got to collect 3 assault fragments, and they are spread out quite a lot. I can't actually remember where they are. We've acquired one of them, didn't we? Yeah, we've got 1, and we need 3. And we've got the scatter module. Scatter module is it's a shotgun, and it's very, very close range, and I found very little use for it because it in my opinion, it was too close considering the size of the enemy hitboxes and the speed at which they can move. For players more skilled than me in terms of aiming, yes, I'm sure it will work quite well, but it wasn't my cup of tea. The map is nicely done. There's a lot of stuff marked on here in terms of terminals, save points, Mobius machines. There's also some fans that you can find later on, as well as some generators that you need to destroy. I think that's a repair one. And also your crashed ship is up there as well. Mobius machine. Let me know what you think of it down below. Thank you very much once again to the developers for the opportunity, or the keymailer, to get to play this early. Obviously, having already played 20 plus hours of it in the playtest, I know it is a decent enough game. I'm just waiting, I guess, to see, well, have they made enough significant changes to the kind of mid to late game in terms of balancing that will make it feel a little bit less like Blast Brigade in terms of it's a little bit of a slog, because it was a little bit of a slog. Enemies were just a little bit too bullet spongy for my liking in kind of the mid to late game. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, everybody. Cheerio.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.